My name is Teacher Evelyn and I work for VIPKID, and today I'm going to be talking about money, money, money. The reason we do this job, right? I mean, we love our students, but we need to pay our bills. Okay, if you're signed up to get paid twice a month, you will notice that one paycheck looks like this and the other paycheck looks like this. It's not evenly distributed. And this video is explaining a bit why. Now, when I originally started with the company, we only had the option to get paid one time each month. But when I was several months with the company, an incident happened where most of the teachers got paid, but a big chunk of us were not paid until 3 days late. And there was an uproar among the teachers. And at this time, it was a bank error. It wasn't VIPKID's fault, but they set up a new system so that that doesn't happen again. But they realized, I think, at that time that a lot of us teachers are dependent. Living paycheck to paycheck with just one big paycheck a month can be difficult if you have a lot of bills. And a lot of teachers had automatic withdrawals set up with all of their bills that as soon as they got paid, they would automatically pay their mortgage and their light and their electricity and their cell phone and all of the bills that they have. But when they didn't get paid in time, that caused a huge problem for VIPKID teachers. And I think before this, maybe headquarters didn't realize that it can be difficult getting paid just once a month, especially when your paycheck is the one paying the bills. So not long after this, they came out with an idea that we could get paid 2 times a month. And half the teachers freaked out because they were so used to getting paid once a month that they were mad. They didn't want it divided into 2 paychecks. They liked one lump sum all at once. And so VIPKID said this: look, you can choose to continue to get 1 paycheck a month, or you can choose to have it divided into 2. And a lot of teachers said, how does that work with incentives? And this is where the answer to our question comes. If you don't know already, I'm going to use my whiteboard. We have incentives with VIPKID. That means for every class you show up on time for, you get an extra $1. That means whether the student shows up or not. For every, well, if you teach less than 30 classes, you don't get a second extra incentive. But if you teach 30 classes to 44 classes in 1 month, one Beijing month, 30 classes to 44 classes, you get an extra 50 cents per class. But if you teach 45 classes plus, you get an extra $1 per class. That means those of us who teach more than 45 classes, we're getting an extra $2 in incentives per class. So I usually teach 200 classes, and so that is $400 in incentives. If you're watching this VIPKID, thank you for our incentives. It pays my bills for real. So this is where it comes out uneven. My first paycheck does not have the incentives in it. The second paycheck does. Because we are adding up to see how many classes we teach in a month, if our incentives were in the first paycheck, we probably wouldn't reach those 45 in time. I would usually, but no, I would. But some of my earlier months when I was with VIPKID, it would have put me out some money if they had divided up the incentives into 2. If you have to reach 45 in 2 weeks, a lot of teachers, me for example, my first 4 or 5 months with VIPKID, I would not have reached 45 classes in 2 weeks. And so all of the incentives are on the second paycheck. So my second paycheck has $400 more approximately than my first paycheck of the month. But it's sort of fun looking forward to a bigger paycheck. I'm like, okay, so this smaller paycheck pays the mortgage. This bigger paycheck pays the bills and some groceries and some clothes and some savings and everything. So anyway, that's my 2 cents about why our paychecks are uneven. If you're new to VIPKID and you want to have 2 paychecks a month, just remember one of your paychecks will not have the incentives in it. That's my reason for making this video. A friend of mine asked, wait a minute, why doesn't my paycheck have the incentives? And we're about to get paid. Today we got paid for the first paycheck of January, which is the first 2 weeks of January, the first 15 days. And that paycheck does not have incentives, so it's smaller. But our second paycheck, if you click under January 2nd, you'll see all of the incentives there. I hope this video was helpful for you. Happy teaching and happy bill paying.